Hello CraftDee family, and welcome to another tutorial by She's So Crafty. For today's DIY project, we will be creating this unique farmhouse style decor using my faux galvanized metal technique. I love the versatility in this project that will allow you to customize all the aspects of the design. Please see the description box below for the supplies and tools that I used to create this project. I am so excited to share this tutorial with you, but before we start, I wanted to say welcome back to my current and new subscribers to my channel. If you are a new visitor to my channel today, and you love to create fun and easy DIY projects on a budget, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also click that notification bell so you will be the first to know when a new DIY tutorial is ready to share with you. So now, let's jump right into the project. The supplies you will need for this project are some fabric or placemats, one poster board, one foam board, some of this Dollar Tree wood grain contact paper, and some natural rope. The first thing we're going to do is get a printout of the animals that you want to use. I did a simple internet search and I found these two that I like. So you're going to grab your poster board, you're going to place it with the mat side facing up and remove any labels. You want to place your printed image face down on that poster board and place a few pieces of tape on the corners to keep it in place. Then we're going to grab your embossing tool and then we're going to trace that image onto the poster board. You can also use a ballpoint pen if you don't have an embossing tool. Now when you complete it, just go ahead and remove that printout and you'll notice that the ink has transferred over to the poster board. We're going to go ahead and repeat that process with the second image as well. So now we're going to cut off that excess poster board and then we're going to go ahead and grab our ruler and we're going to begin to make tick marks every ½ inch at the top and the bottom of that board. Now we're going to go ahead and align those tick marks and we're going to emboss lines from the top to the bottom over the images. So now we're going to go ahead and cut out each image and you can go ahead and use scissors. But I'm going to go ahead and switch over to an Xacto knife. So this will make it easier and it'll have more precise cuts. And here are my animals all cut out. Now it is time to paint. I will be using this Krylon Brilliant aluminum spray paint for these. You want to make sure your animals are glossy side up and apply a generous coat of spray paint. Now while that paint is still wet, we want to grab a crumpled paper towel and dab it all over the painted surface. This will give it that textured look that we're going for. And here are both pieces painted and textured. Now while those dry, we'll go ahead and make the picture boards. So we're going to take a piece of our foam board and we're going to mark it about 15 inches in from the side edge and about 10 inches down from the top edge. Then we're going to go ahead and draw our lines using a ruler. And we're going to go ahead and take our Xacto knife and we're going to cut out those shapes. And here are our two boards that we will need. Now I'm going to take the remaining part of that foam board and we're going to make tick marks every 1.5 inches along both of the shorter sides. And here I'm drawing the lines to match up those tick marks. Then grab your Xacto knife and we're going to cut out those strips. And here they all are, all cut. Now we're going to need 8 strips total, and 4 need to be 16.5 inches long, and the other 4 will need to be 9 inches long. To put together the frames, we're going to go ahead and attach the short strips to the end of the long strips with hot glue, as shown here. And here is a frame that's been completed. Now to reinforce the seam, I will be using 3 craft sticks that I've cut into 3 pieces. We're going to go ahead and apply some hot glue to the seam, and we're going to place the stick on top and press it firmly. Now when both frames are dry, we're going to go ahead and apply a piece of that packing tape over each craft stick just for extra security. Next, we're going to go ahead and take our contact paper and remove the packaging. We're going to cut a piece off at about 20 inches or so. Now go ahead and flip it over, and we're going to cut it into 2-inch strips going along the grain. Now we're just going to take our strips and we're going to adhere it to the frames. And this is what they'll look like. Now go ahead and grab your fabric or your placemat, and we're going to cut out pieces to cover the picture board. Now go ahead and add a dab of hot glue to each corner of the board and place it on the fabric, being careful to align it with any patterns. Then we're just going to fold over and secure all the edges of the fabric with the hot glue. And there we go, we're all done. Now grab your frames and we're going to adhere the picture board with the hot glue. Now your animals should be dry now, so we can go ahead and finish these. Look at that texture! Turned out perfect. Now we can start fan folding these pieces using the embossed lines that we made earlier. This gives us nice clean folds. And here are both animals ready to go. Now we're going to go ahead and adhere those animals to the picture board. Go ahead and center that animal right in the middle. Now we want to start applying the hot glue to the down folds, beginning at the center fold, and then just work our way out until it's completely adhered. Both of them are fully adhered, ready to go. Now here I am adding a simple folded hang wire to the back, making sure to use a generous amount of hot glue on those. Now for our final step, we will be adding some of the natural rope around the edge of the picture board with hot glue. And here are the finished pieces. Wow, wow, wow. These turned out so great. That galvanized metal look is so rustic and farmhouse, and with the technique that we used, you would never know that these were made from poster board. I love that you can customize this in so many ways. Like, how about using some of that buffalo check fabric and a distressed frame with these animals? Wow. You could even add a cute wreath to the animal to totally blend it into your holiday decor. There are so many possibilities with this design, so just let your imagination run wild. Listen, if you enjoyed this project, please give this video a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what animals you would choose for your farmhouse theme. Thank you again for visiting and checking out my tutorial. If you like videos like these and don't want to miss the next one, go ahead and click that subscribe button below and make sure you hit that notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.